Alright, looks like we are good to go. Let's get in. Alright, we're in Earth space dock. We're in the space dock, so yeah, of course it's gonna take its little time to load. You know how this always seems to go. Let me check my inventory. Looks like it's manageable for the time being. Let me and let me bring up the events. Granted, of course, I still have 5 hours. Granted, of course, I still have 5 hours for this, but it doesn't hurt to get the reputation. It doesn't hurt to get the things up for the reputation. All right. Kind of interesting how this one is queued up that way. Hopefully, while I am waiting, let me come over here. Actually, I better check. Well, yeah, took long. Yeah, took long enough. Took long enough. You think when you get that thing up and running, it'd get started right away, but I don't know.
Captains, it is with solemn purpose that we ask you to partake in this simulation. History is often a teacher. It lets us analyze our mistakes and our triumphs. Indeed, the lessons of history can help us to better ourselves. To this end, you will be taught the tragedy of the Syth attack on Mars in 2385. The Syth are compromising the defense network. Engineers are stranded on the surface and need to be transported to safety. Rescued engineers can be beamed to transport vessels. The transports will rendezvous back at the orbital habitat to load additional refugees for evacuation. Engineers can also be transported to mothballed starships. Once there, they can activate those vessels to assist in the fight. Once resisting the Syth advance is no longer tenable, you will defend the drone.
Alright. Oh shit, someone's got an anorex.
The Syth are turning the defense net against targets on Mars. Evacuate the engineers at the outer perimeter first.
Alright, there's a transport here. There's a transport here so I can beam them over. The Enterprise should hang around. Speaking of which, that may be the Enterprise right there. The Enterprise and the Swarmers should probably hang around for a little bit because there are a lot of enemies within this particular TFO. I wish this ship was just a little bit faster. I wish it was a little bit faster. There. There's a cruiser here that we can beam the crew over to. There. And of course, because of how this particular ship works, because of how this particular ship works, any enemies defeated by the plasma digitizer should turn into a oh my god. There, get the transports. There, get the transports going. Get these crew to these transports. There's a frigate right here that we could beam the crew to. There we go. Get that in. Get that going. Yeah, the digitizer things. Alright, get the Gemini effect up and running.
Defense satellites are turning to center control. The operational area is about to get smaller. Picket ships, fall back to the next defensive perimeter.
Right. Okay, we don't want to be within that that thing. Somebody's attacking this transport here. There, we got the transport and we got the battleship. We got the transport and we got the battleship. I don't know how many. Oh yeah, we need.
The outer perimeter is lost. Fall back and rescue as many people as you can.
All right. All right. Apparently I don't. Okay, apparently I don't have any crew to transport to that transport. We need to fix that. I was kind of hoping to keep that thing locked in a tractor beam, but oh well. There's a cruiser right there. There's a cruiser right there, but I need another crew. I need some more crew from the surface here. Keep that let's keep that thing kind of undamaged. What? Did I move out of range? Did I move out of range here? I guess so. There. Another ship. There. Another ship in the fight. Micro torpedoes are just a tad bit. Those micro torpedoes are just a tad bit insane.
More satellites are coming under Syth control. Operational area is approaching 50%.
All right, we need to do a. Yeah, don't want to be. Yeah, don't want to be within the. Don't want to be within the. Within where the. Where the. I can't beam the. I can't beam them to the thing. Somebody must already be beaming somebody. Somebody must already be beaming crew there. Oh, there's a thing. Somebody called in a Republic. All right.
It's only a matter of time before the defense net destroys everything on the surface. Beam up any remaining survivors and get them to the safe zone.
There we go. Over here. I thought I was going a bit faster than I thought I was going a bit faster than I was, but apparently I was not. All right, we need to head over here. We need to head over here. Transport who we have to the. Oh God. Okay, note. No, I need to watch out whenever I get too close to the. I need to watch out whenever I get too close to the thing. My ship is so big. My ship is so big that it kind of glitches into things. Just another. I thought there were more over there, but I'm guessing somebody already got.
Fall back to the station. The safe zone is only 15 kilometers in radius. The station is deploying additional transport and has begun evacuation. Fall back to the station perimeter. Do not let the Syth through.
Hey, I got the Endeavor. I got the Endeavor. I'm not entirely sure what, and I can grab a point, or I can grab a thing there. All right, thing's about to shrink.
All ships
All right, we got to keep the ships away from the got to keep the ships away from the transports.
Transports are moving toward Beacon Alpha. Transports heading to Beacon Beta. Escort them to safety.
I don't think this is going to be too much. I don't think this is going to be too much trouble here keeping these ships safe.
Transports inbound to Beacon Gamma. They're counting on you. Transports are en route to Beacons Alpha and Beta.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Transports en route to Beacons Beta and Gamma.
So we got a. I don't know where I was going. I don't know where the hell I was going with that. Yeah, so we got our transports, but I'm guessing a bunch of the mothball ships.
Transports en route to both Alpha and Gamma Beacons.
Get the Enterprise in here.
Transports are headed
Both
for
of
all
them.
three beacons.
All right. And nice, nice. Hit them with those. Hit them with those plasma torpedoes. Yep, that's the last transport. Now we gotta get the all the other ships out. So what are we waiting on? Okay, cruiser's out. That I think that just leaves.
Captains, the simulation is now concluded. Though it may not seem it, that was a fine showing. In the face of insurmountable odds, your actions would have saved many lives had you been present on that fateful day.
This is
Well done.
this is Collateral leaving simulation. I'm not entirely sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but oh well. All right, back to what I was doing. that was having a look at the reputation. I don't think there's anything I need since I am trying for Borg items on this particular thing. Personal endeavors. Not entirely sure what to do with all the experience, especially given the fact that this character is maxed out. Maxed out. Anyways, back to what I was doing. Yes, one night. Yes, one night in Bozeman. And of course, it's the model. Then, of course, it's the rocket launch, miniature rocket launch. I did that on the Gamma Recruit. My deal came in last place. I did that in the last thing I did, which was the Gamma Recruit, and my rocket came in last place. Hopefully, I can do better this go around. But for a time,
Good, you made it. Wasn't looking forward to dealing with this by myself. Our hollow emitters are doing their job, and the bombing should happen soon. Once that's finished, we can get started.
well, let me get rid of that. Bombing. What is happening here?
Daniel said this might happen. Something to do with the effect of chronoton flux on short-term memory. Hey, gotta love temporal mechanics.
Time travel. Time travel.
Yeah, we've been sent back in time to fix a problem. It's April 4th, 2063, the day before first contact. This is the missile complex where humanity's first warp-capable vessel was launched.
Right. What's the problem we need to solve?
The Borg are the problem. They're here, and they're trying to change history in their favor. History says the Borg failed because of Picard and the crew of the Enterprise, but as of now, history's wrong. Somehow the Borg managed to pull victory from the jaws of defeat tonight. We're here to make sure that doesn't happen.
What was that about hollow emitters?
Right now, we're effectively invisible inside this hollow shield. Once we're ready to move out, we'll drop it, and our personal emitters will kick in. Think of them as a sophisticated disguise kit. They'll make us look like we belong here. To the locals, we'll look like a band of 21st century humans wandering around the woods of Montana. Any other questions?
Hold on a second. Before I do this. Ah, yes. There. There. This one is... okay. Since this is a Borg-related mission. No, let's get started.
Okay, the bombing should end quickly thanks to the Enterprise. We're gonna need to move fast once things stop exploding.
Acknowledged.
Right, let's get moving. We need to get to the complex quickly.
Yeah, though of course the thing about it is...
So much for the bombing run. Enterprise must have finished off the Borg vessel.
We are the Borg. Your biological and technological discoveries will be added to our own resistance in this field.
For all this time, they still haven't learned. Resistance is inevitable.
pretty brave to just go pouncing on a Borg drone. Oh.
Complex took some hits. Let's check for survivors.
Pretty brave to go pouncing on the Borg drone, knowing at any moment they could just assimilate you. It's them cat instincts. Alright, and scan.
I'm not picking up any Borg life signs in the complex. Cardin's people should be here now. Let's make sure before we move on.
Alright, and scan.
Okay, my tricorder's picking up multiple subspace comm signals in the area.
Enterprise away team?
Some of them are Starfleet, but they're coming from inside the missile silo. Probably protecting Zephyr Cochrane. rest of the signals are coming from the southwest. Any guesses as to the source?
The Borg.
Got it in one. Looks like they managed to send down a few landing parties before their ship blew up. Chances are they're here to make our lives difficult. I think it's time we return the favor.
Agreed. Let's move out. Alright.
Heads up, there are drones ahead.
Your defenses are insufficient. You will be assimilated.
Getting a little nuts with that anti-proton assault weapon. Alright. Let me remodulate this.
There are lights over there. Looks like a camp of some kind. The Borg will be drawn to it like moths to a flame. We need to protect the locals.
Alright, we need to come over here.
Picking up life signs ahead. Some of them are Borg.
Naturally. Alright.
What do you want? Get away from us!
You will be assimilated.
What the hell are those things? Robots? Zombies? Robot zombies?
Right. Take out those drones.
Whoop, need to remodulate my weapon. And there we go. Are there? Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I thought it said defeat the Borg. It said defeat.
We need to do a memory wipe on the locals. They can't remember the Borg.
It said
Setting your tricorder to emit a neurolytic pulse should work.
it said defeat the Borg, but I didn't see that there was a Borg drone still left over there. Yes, that's because I was stepping in that fire. It's because I was stepping in the fire there. That's my mistake. And right over here. Alright.
Looks like the Borg have changed their tactics. They're avoiding Cochrane and the Enterprise crew and focusing on assimilating the locals. Makes sense. After they lost their ship, they lost their numerical advantage.
It's in our best interest to keep it that way.
No argument here. I ran a quick scan of these drones. There's several references in their onboard nav systems to a location north of here. Designation Resource Node 01. We should check this out. Whatever they're up to isn't a good thing.
Agreed. Let's go.
Alright, this area's clear. Can have Borg signals to the north, though.
Like, sure.
Currently, Resource Node 01 is a garbage truck. There must be something of tactical value here. Let's make sure they...
And... a lot of tanks, a lot of explosives around here. More drones over here.
Great. This place smells and it's swarming. Take them down.
Okay. Yeah, the only problem with that second there, only problem with that,
Looking out what they were looking for here.
Only problem with that secondary attack is it goes on kind of long.
Power amplifiers.
That one. This one right here.
Copper tubing. And lithium batteries. Oh, hell. I think I know what they're doing here, and it's not good.
Is it ever?
Fair point. I think they're trying to build a transporter. They might have lost their ship, but there's a lot of Borg still in Enterprise. If they can beam those drones down here, the situation will go from bad to worse.
Indeed. Recommendations.
Complex isn't far. Let's make sure it's secure and then work on finding and dealing with this bootleg transporter.
Okay, agreed. Move out. Alright, and... Come over here, of course.
Sign of the Borg. Run a scan, make sure Picard's team is all accounted for.
Alright.
I'm picking up Starfleet comm badges inside the bar and... Hold on. More Starfleet comm badges went down, but they're on board.
Alright. There we go. Think anybody come out to check that, though. It sounded pretty damn loud.
Fair to say the Borg finished making their transporter. Those were assimilated Starfleet officers from Enterprise. But sweep the perimeter and make sure there aren't any Borg going after Cochrane.
Right. Let's go. Hold on.
Will Riker? Is that from Cochrane?
Good friend of yours?
Yes.
Husband?
No.
Good. Now this, Dina.
Deanna.
This is the good stuff. Dr. Cochran. To the Phoenix. May she rest in peace. Okay. That wasn't so good.
Well, I think we have to tell him the truth.
Okay, I need to continue, but yeah, that is it's my second favorite of the Star Trek movies, so I like hearing the dialogue there.
Okay, perimeter's clear. I'm thinking that transmission tower's our next stop.
All right, need over here, and that is a lot of drones. Uh-oh. Grab these.
There it is, one bootleg Borg transporter. We need to take it out before this place is crawling with drones.
How can we make that happen?
There are 3 transporter pads. Each of them is powered by an array. I can send a feedback pulse from each array to the transporter pad it powers. It should be enough to overload and destroy the pad.
Won't take the Borg long to figure out what we're up to.
Yeah, there's that. You're gonna need to keep them off me while I work, or this plane will go sideways real fast. After we're taking care of the transporter pads, we'll deal with any drones in the area. And if we're lucky, that'll take care of this temporal crisis once and for all.
And if we're not,
Let's cross that bridge when we come to it, okay? Right now, we have a transporter to shut down. You ready to do this?
yes, let's finish this.
Get me to the first array and I'll start disabling their transporter.
Yeah, first one's easy enough.
using a simple modulating set.
Niche, of course. Like I mentioned, the first one's easy enough.
Alright, this one's done. Let's go.
Like I mentioned, the first one's easy enough. However, they realize what the hell we're doing. Need to remodulate my... Hey!
This will go a lot smoother if I'm not under fire. They're onto us. Security protocols just spiked.
Yeah. Where is my mouse? There it is.
Two down. That last one's been good.
Alright. Come over here.
We have analyzed their tactics. We have adapted. We are bored.
Uh-oh. Need to remodulate my
Do
weapons.
something about that, okay?
Yeah, it's kind of ironic given the fact that I am shooting a lot of Borg.
We're using a fractal self-replicating security protocol. As fast as I can.
Come on, get that vinculum active.
Got it. Transporter's out of commission.
There we go. That takes care of that.
I think we're through the worst of it. I'm not picking up any Borg activity in the area. Nice work.
And the temporal crisis.
Over as far as you're concerned. I'll deal with all this Borg tech. It's a mask of my nanites will make short work of it. As for you, feel free to return to the present. Break, have a drink. You've definitely earned it.
Thank you. Take care of yourself, Seven. And that one's done. I have a lot of things I need to go through, though. Alright, we got one more first contact day thing to go through. Wow, that loaded up. That loaded up a lot quicker than the synthwave mission. What were my endeavors for today? Deal physical damage, deal phaser damage. Must have been off some of the ships I was calling in, because I'm pretty sure I don't have phaser weapons on this ship. I'd like to get an experimental upgrade to upgrade this, even though it's already... Oh. Yep, of course. Okay. There we go.
Welcome to the first Contact Day celebration.
Okay, tell me about the special event.
Just as Zephram Cochrane scavenged parts to build the Phoenix, we've scattered components throughout the area so that guests can complete their own small replica models. Once the rockets are finished, we'll launch them. The scattered parts include components for hull, stabilizers.
What?
Welcome.
What? Alright. Junk, unsurprisingly. More junk. I'm not,
You found a hull part. Take it back to your workstation. Spiders are crawling out of the parts pile.
spiders! I didn't see any, well, I saw a spider, but it wasn't too, I saw,
Forest fires have been reported in the area. Responders arriving soon. Be careful. This
oh my god,
hull
are you
part
kidding?
wasn't useful. Keep searching. This hull part wasn't useful. Keep searching.
I got a hole. Let's see if I can go and get, a, what is this? Oh no, because the thing's not popping up. More junk.
You found a stabilizer part. Take it back to your workstation.
I got a stabilizer, but I also need an engine. Whoa.
A large cache of parts has been discovered. Grab as many pieces as you can.
Well, I'm trying, but they ain't activating. Okay, looks like I actually do need to drop this off. I can't, yeah, unfortunately I couldn't actually hold more than one part, apparently.
You found an engine part. Take it back to your workstation. Parts at your workbench have caught fire. Go back and put it out.
Are you fucking kidding me right here with this? Alright. Let me come over here. More junk. I'm not having that much luck finding what I need here.
This engine part wasn't useful. Keep searching.
Yeah, great. Great. More junk. I don't know what the hell it is.
You
Hey.
found an engine part. Take it back to your workstation. Spiders are crawling out of the parts pile.
Well, I don't have to worry about that because I don't see no spiders. Okay. So that's an engine, right? Let's see. Stabilizer. Let me come over here.
You found a stabilizer part. Take it back to your workstation.
All right. I got a blue piece. Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can find anything better here.
This hull part wasn't useful. Keep searching.
Yeah, go figure. All right, well,
The collection round is over. It's time to adjust the parts you have. Return to your workbench and use the leftover junk that you're carrying to make your parts better. Each piece of junk you use can be adjusted to make a new part, but it's not guaranteed to be an improvement. Keep working until you run out of time or run out of junk.
all right. And adjust the parts. Hey. I just need a better hull. Well, look at that. Unsurprisingly, I get better equipment on my my main character here. It's gonna be pretty damn. It's gonna be pretty damn close though. If I. Oh crap.
It's time to adjust the.
And somebody's got their own. Somebody had their own thing there. Yeah, and surprisingly, the magenta one didn't get too far because there we go. How ironic this happened on my main character. Task Force Omega. Boom. All right, thank you. And I think that we are good. And yes, sure enough. Sure enough, I got dinged on the last video for the song. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen here too, but oh well. Oh well. The event, that particular event just ain't the same without the song. All right.
There's been a breakthrough in our efforts to learn more about the Terran Empire's operations in the Mirror Universe. Our intelligence forces would like you to be a part of the plan going forward. Report to our intel agent on Jupiter Station. They'll have more details for you there.
All right. We'll do this mission and then we'll do this and then I need to call it a stream. But yeah, how ironic. How ironic. Got last place on the last character, did first place on this one. Granted, of course, it helped that one of the people for some reason didn't collect any parts for their rocket. So, all right, gotta wait till this thing loads in. I do wish this was a little bit faster on the load times, though. Excuse me.
Welcome to Jupiter Station. You'll pardon me if I dispense with the usual formalities, but the urgency of the situation demands it, I'm afraid.
Understood.
If you'll follow me, I can show you to the briefing room. Our partners in the operation are waiting for us there.
Very well. Lead the way, Commander.
The briefing room isn't far. Ilea regained consciousness recently. We have her isolated for observation at the moment. Strangely, she's asked to speak with you. Quite urgently, I might add.
Alright.
You've arrived. We can now begin.
Who are you?
I am called Ilea. I am a part of Vija, and speak on their behalf.
Some believe that Aaliyah to be dead.
I am that which was Ilea, and more. Evolved. A part of Vija.
Okay, what are you?
In simple terms, I am a cybernetic life form, a living machine programmed with the knowledge of what was once Ilea of Delta. As a part of Vija, I am able to utilize their power and knowledge, though at a greatly limited scope. I am evolved.
Okay, why are you here?
Vija sense the other, alike and yet different. A dark reflection. Where Vija once wished to merge with their creator, the other wishes to punish their creator for abandoning them to the void.
What's that have to do with us?
Vija believes the other is being sought by those you know as Terrans. They believe the Terran leader wants to use the other for his own purposes, including conquest. Vija does not want this. I am here to help you prevent that from happening.
How'd you get here?
Through Vija, I am able to move over great distances. The greater the distance, the more energy it requires, and the greater effect it has on me. When I was with Vija, we were very far from this universe. Traveling here came at great expense to me.
What is the Emperor's plan?
The Emperor knows that I am a part of Vija, connected. Somehow, he was able to redirect that connection to the other. The Terrans injured me. Instinctively, I called out to Vija. Only my calls were not heard by them. It was the other who heard me. And it wants to know more. It searches for me now.
So he used you as bait.
A crude term, but applicable. I believe the Emperor wanted to use my connection to lure the other into a trap, but I do not know why.
What is your plan?
I will go to the other. I will communicate with them as I would with Vija. I will try to reason with them, to soothe their rage, and prevent them from falling victim to the Terrans.
That sounds dangerous, even for you.
The other is powerful and angry. They may not listen. I can only hope that, in learning of Vija, they realize they are no longer alone. They may find hope.
Hope so, for all our sakes.
Do you have any more questions?
No, that'll be all.
That was quite the feat. One hopes a trip to the mirror universe is not as taxing as a trip here, from wherever she was with Vija.
Agreed.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm not big on placing my faith in one person. Even a bald demigoddess from another dimension. So, what are we gonna do while she goes off to confront the other?
That's a good question.
Indeed, I'd like to begin with an intelligence briefing from one of our allies. They're a member of the Coalition, a resistance group in the mirror universe. Mr. Re-Enactment, if you'd care to join us.
This should be interesting.
Thank you, Commander, all of you, for your time. You're gonna want to hear this.
You have got to be kidding me. This guy? He's a glorified pirate.
Do restrain yourself, Admiral. Re-Enactment has traveled a great distance at great risk to himself and his crew to deliver critical information on the enemy's activities. I'd ask you to respect that effort and hear what the man has to say.
Thanks, Commander. Something big is going down on a planet called Pavo. Our Pavo, to be specific. We don't have a lot of time, so I'll get right to it if everyone's ready.
Okay, tell us what happened.
Most Terrans fear Pavo. They think it's cursed. Truth is, it's a curse of their own making. Years ago, they started brutalizing it, turned it into a monster. Then the monster turned on them. Needless to say, we were a little surprised when Tilly went to the Terrans' graveyard. Seems the Terrans got past their fear, and now we have a new reason to fear them.
Welcome to Pavo, my own personal hell. Never thought I'd be in this wasteland again, but Emperor says go to Pavo, I go to Pavo. Better than going to an agonizer booth on the maximum setting. Not by much, but better.
Wait, you've been here before? And lived?
Indeed I have, Sunshine. Several times. The first time, a long time ago. My enemies managed to get me assigned to this system. Got caught in an ion storm and wound up in that universe near the goody-goody version of Pavo.
That sounds lively.
Oh, it was. I had a pretty sweet scheme in place there before some of the locals threw a wrench in the works. Managed to get away using Pavo's power. And much to my surprise, I wound up here instead of Risa. And I really wanted to go to Risa.
What happened next?
Oh, you know, fought for my life, barely managing to survive, haunted by energy ghosts. Business as usual on good old Pavo. Things were looking pretty bad, but one day, surprise, the Emperor sent some advanced scouts here as part of this big scheme of his, and they found me.
So you're rescued then.
Oh no, some of them immediately tried to kill me. Bad move. The ones who survived realized someone like me who figured out how to weaponize Pavo, that someone might be worth something to the Emperor. And here we are.
Right. Enough reminiscing. We have a job to do. Let's get to it.
Let's just do this quickly and get it over with. This place sucks. I almost wish it was lush again, so I could burn it all back down.
Risa's overrated. Orion's the only place to party.
Pretty sure I see. Yeah.
Open fire! How did those terrorists manage to find us here?
They're more resourceful than you think. Clearly.
Let's take a look.
Ready weapons, then open fire!
I am taking shots from the back. That's not great. Alright. Examine the crystal.
Looks like these crystals are burned out.
Move out and watch for coalition forces.
Whoa. Whoa.
Is this a good day? Die!
And more of them all over here. I'm pretty sure I see more of them up here. There we go. That takes care of them. I'll check it out. Alright, activate the thing.
Nice. Like it's working as expected.
And examine this crystal.
See, the guys who tried this before me just started blasting the crystals with agonizers at full power. Didn't work out well, did it? But me, I took the finesse approach. I was patient. I modulated the agonizer settings based on the response from each individual crystal, and voila! Success!
Well done. Emperor picked the right person to lead our efforts here.
Your little helpers don't say much, do they?
They let their guns do their talking for them, unlike some people.
Oh yeah, pew pew pew. Fascinating conversations. Deep. Very deep.
It's her! It's Billy! Shoot her! Shoot her now!
Oh, that nickname will never get old.
Even after nearly 2 centuries. Crash.
There's a lot of enemies on this map. All right. There we go. That takes care of that group. All right. So
Ambush!
more of them. Oh no, it was just a phaser. It was just a phaser bolt turret. No.
Team ran into the coalition punks. We'll need to tune the crystals ourselves.
Right. Everyone, stay sharp. Don't let them get the drop on us. I see enemies. I see enemies on the map, though. Oh, yeah. Not that way. Not that way.
That's one squad down. Don't forget to activate the agonizer.
There we go. Alright, another agonizer. I can see them up there. You can see them up there on the hill.
That makes 3. You know what to do.
And activate the last thing.
Alright, the agonizers are all 5x5. Let's make sure the central control system is still operational.
Run it. Let's move out, squad.
Let's make this happen fast, Inquisitor. There's far too many coalition goons around here lately. Okay, we're almost ready to go here. I need to calibrate the transmission settings, and then we should be able to send the Emperor's message out to deep space. Watch my back. We've come too far to fail now, and you know the price of failure in the Terran Empire.
Failure is not an option for us. You do your job, we'll do ours.
I'd ask you to surrender, but we all know that's not in the Terran vocabulary.
Oh, come on. Is the entire coalition on top of me?
Skull. Trophy.
Ah, there he is. You gotta do a, crap. Oh my god.
being a Terran lapdog.
Whoop. Whoop, they're coming in over here.
You won't get rid of me that easy.
Yeah, you guys take care of him. I'll work on the you guys take care of him. Oh my god.
I'm okay. Okay. Just a flesh wound. Keep fighting.
Okay, she's almost done with the thing. You gotta keep doubts, because he's going to
Hope your affairs are in order, Terrans. I'm okay. Okay. Just a flesh wound. Keep fighting.
Alright. Yeah, you guys are proving to be very annoying. I'm just gonna say that right here, right now.
Hope your affairs are in order, Terrans.
There. There, she's got the thing. She's got the thing set. So once we take him out this time. Once we take him out this time, that should be it.
It's me. Get us off this hellhole right now.
There you have it. Pavo was dangerous enough before, but now I don't want to think about what the Terrans can do with its power. Something needs to be done. Fast. Based on the data we were able to collect before we had to withdraw, it looks like the Terrans are going to use the antenna on Pavo to send a signal into deep space. Somewhere.
Most likely to the other that Elias spoke of.
There's more. They set up tech to weaponize Pavo. That antenna will turn into a planetary-based cannon of unimaginable power if we don't stop the Terrans. Something that strong might be able to hurt anything, even this other you're talking about. And it'll definitely make short work of any coalition ship in its sights. Even a dreadnought.
Or any vessel in the Alliance fleet, for that matter.
I think we understand each other here. I know I'm a glorified pirate, but I'm willing to risk it all to stop these bastards. Are you?
I am. We are. We'll do what needs to be done to stop the Terrans.
Well, I'll say this for the pirate. He can make a convincing speech when he wants to.
Indeed.
Yeah, enough about him. We need to get moving. You ready to go?
Alright. And... Alright. Yeah, this mission itself is pretty long, but then of course I did the first contact day stuff along with it, so...
We made it. Good timing. The Coalition's taking a beating here, particularly from the Terran flagship.
Yes, the ISS Enterprise.
Aw, nice of Tilly to bring my ship out to this hellhole of a planet. If there's even one scratch on my ship's hull, one micrometeorite dent, well, you know the rest. Murder, death, kill, etc. Let's get to work, shall we? Before the pirate and all his little friends are blown to pieces.
Shear the fleet. Go to alert. Engage the Terran fleet.
Coalition forces, this is Ray. The new arrivals are allies. Please don't
All right. Though of course, doesn't go great here. Memory serves, all the ships become sort of stunned. I'm in the plasma ball form too. Surely they changed your command codes by now.
The command codes they know about, yeah. Fortunately for us, I have a backup set of codes, and they damn sure don't know about them.
I hope you're right.
take me with you. You need all the guns you can get over there.
Lita?
I have my doubts about this. I suppose having some cannon fodder wouldn't hurt. Fine, the pirate can come too. Just stay out of my way and don't touch anything. Everyone ready to move over?
All right. And yes.
And we made it. With all of our atoms and such in the right place.
That trick will only work once. Now what?
We need to take control of the ship. And, you know, if Kumarke, Killy, or the Inquisitor are forced to shuffle off this mortal coil, even better. And, bonus points for all three, of course.
Stay focused. We can't stop them if we don't have a functional ship.
Helping Lita out with her personal vendettas is not what I'm here for. Settle your old grudges on your own time.
Aw, it's cute that you think you're in charge, pirate. No, I take that back. It's really annoying. Keep quiet while the grown-ups are talking. Now, let's take back my ship.
How do you intend on doing that?
We're near engineering. Let's go there, disable security, take control of the turbolifts, and head to the bridge. It's high time I had a little chat with that treacherous purple hobgoblin after all. Her time sitting in my chair is about to come to an end.
All right, let's get moving. Ready weapons.
I meant what I said about your vendettas, Lita.
Oh, and here I thought a pirate thug like you would want to kill Terrans.
Okay. I'm thinking I need to remodulate my weapons, but that's just because of all the board stuff I was... And what we've been doing?
There's something very promising about it won't take long. That's it. That's the plan. Let's make it happen.
Very well. Work fast, everyone.
I don't like this or her. She can't be trusted.
Alright.
The feeling's mutual.
Alright, get this down.
Do your job, and this will all be over soon.
How very clever of you. It'll take a while to restore control over the security systems. Whatever shall I do to pass the time?
I'm sure you'll think of something.
How right you are. I believe I have just the thing to amuse myself. Be seeing you.
Don't like the sound of that.
Neither do I, especially since she's loading shuttles with proto-matter bombs in the hangar bay. Knowing her, I fully expect she
Kill them all in the
to
Emperor's
target those
name!
ships. And, well,
Okay.
look, I get it, but
And only because there's enemies. Only because there's enemies here. Normally I don't rush through dialogue, but there are enemies there, so one of my bridge officers is unconscious. Oh, okay.
don't let them get past us.
I don't trust Lita to deal with these bombs. I'll handle them. But I need you to cover me while I work, okay?
We've got your back.
Check your fire. Do not shoot proto-matter bombs.
Behind us!
Yeah, last thing we need. Yeah, that would not be great shooting proto matter bombs. Just having everything explode.
These bombs are disabled. Moving on to the next set. Taking fire over here. Another set done. Heading to the ones behind that runabout. On the upper level.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't see where the hell they were at. I didn't see the marks, but they're up there. They're up there.
That's the last one. I think we're done here.
All right, and that's it for that section.
There. No more proto-matter bombs. Now let's do what we came here for and take back my ship.
Very well. Let's make our way back to the. Let's make our way to the bridge. All right, got rid of the proto matter bombs. Don't have to worry about that. Whoop.
You're fools if you think you care.
If I had a strip of latinum for every time I heard that, I could buy a small moon.
Stand down, Captain. We won't ask again.
How very polite of you. Since we're still being civil, let me speak plainly. You will not take command of this vessel, and should you try, you'll learn a very painful and fatal lesson. Do I make myself clear?
Console we need to lower that field is at the back of the bridge. Once it's down, you're finished.
There, the console in the back.
We'll cover you. Get that force field down.
Alright.
Get away from that console.
Alright, getting this down.
Photomatter-powered attack.
Kumarke's inner force field is still up.
Pull the isolinear chip to disable her command console. They're in the panel, in front of the helm.
Alright. Gotta rearrange the chips.
We have to take out our drones first, don't we? Kumarke's drones are down. She's vulnerable now.
Holy crap.
Great. More of those damn drones.
Yeah, they ain't the only thing.
Drones are down. Let's finish this.
Damn it. She has drones again. The drones are down again. Take Kumarke out.
Almost got her.
Oh no, dear Lita. Oh no, no, no. If I can't have the prize, no one will. Computer, activate auto-destruct sequence. Authorization, Kumarke 00. We both could have had the prize. We could have had it all. But no. You wanted it all for yourself. Stabbed me in the back for the favor of a madman. Now you've paid the price for your betrayal. Hope it was worth it. Hello, old girl. I'm back. Computer, open a shipwide channel. Attention all hands. This is Admiral Lita. Kumarke is dead. I am assuming command of this vessel effective immediately. If you disagree, feel free to step out of the nearest airlock and spare me the trouble of hunting you down. I have better things to do. Lita out.
You have your ship back, Lita, but there's more to be done.
Damn right there is. I need to settle the score with the annoying Ginger who had the nerve to call this her ship.
Hold that thought. We're picking up a strange energy reading on sensors.
I made it. It's too late. I did what I could, but I failed. The other is coming. Here, now.
It's not all. There's a Terran fleet approaching at high warp.
get back to yours. Ready to beam back to your ship?
All right.
Damn, it feels good to sit in this chair again. Real good.
Focus.
Just can't let me have my moment of zen, can you? Fine. Let's deal with the Terran ship so that we can get down to Pavo and deal with our Tilly still breathing problem.
Be advised there's more Terran vessels approaching. This may not be a fight we can win.
You have got a lot to answer for, Lita. And I am going to make sure you pay for what you've done.
All right.
In the end, you all have a knife ready for everyone else's back.
That's how it goes, pirate. Good guy young and vile is long and rough. Are you seeing this? Something's coming.
I'm detecting an energy surge within the entity. Reading 12 power energy.
So, the Emperor's true prize is revealed at last.
Whoa! Looks like your ticket home just got canceled. And more enemy ships are heading our way.
Don't suppose you have any good news.
Not really, no. I suggest taking out those plasma energy bolts the other is firing while we deal with the enemy fleet.
Understood.
Focus on the plasma bolt. Let us worry about the Terran. Yes! Grab more plasma. Nice! Keep it up.
All right. See any plasma bolts? See any plasma bolts? Oh,
Stop those plasma bolts. You just lost a ship. You will be remembered, my friends. Always.
or plasma bolts.
So that's what 12 power energy can do. How are we still alive?
Keep an eye on the rest of the plasma bolts here. Oh. There we go. There we go. And
The other is powering up a new volley of torpedoes, and that Terran fleet is about to arrive.
understood. We'll be ready. The collaborator will be ready. Rajir, out.
That's the Emperor's ship. Look, if this is our last stand, let's do what we can to take that lunatic out, okay? Maybe that's the solution to the situation with the other we've been looking for.
Perhaps, but for now, let's focus on surviving here. Yeah, that particular ship is invulnerable, so you ain't gonna be able to damage it. Even though I kind of blew up there at the end.
I'm guessing you have a few questions.
Indeed, we thought you were dead.
Well, the Terrans did their best. It wasn't good enough. We were able to get away under cloak, but the portal tech was badly damaged. We started to conduct repairs, but that was slow going in hostile territory. Thankfully, we made contact with the Coalition.
What happened next?
While we worked to get the components we needed to go home, we teamed up with Coalition forces to gather intel on Terran activities, especially those regarding Project Pharaoh. When we got wind of what was going on at Pavo, I was able to get a message through to Starfleet Intelligence. They asked me to remain and observe the Terran fleet movements while Re-E delivered the intel report.
Fortunately for us, you were able to complete your repairs.
Indeed. Would have liked a better outcome over Pavo, but we're still alive, able to fight another day.
Agreed.
Let's go over all this on Enterprise. We might not have a lot of time before things get dangerous again.
All right. Yeah, that mission was pretty long. It's also kind of ironic. That deal with no action, taking this long to load. Where all the deals where there was like, combat and such, where there's combat and such, didn't seem to take as long to load. Ah, there it goes.
The other is conflicted, angry. No amount of reason would persuade them to stop, to be peaceful. They want revenge on the Creator above all else. They believe the Terran Emperor can make that happen.
And that's why the other went to Pavo, despite the obvious threat?
Yes, the other will stop at nothing to get what they want. In that way, they are very much like the Emperor.
Any ideas what we should do next?
We must stop the Emperor. I believe we can still connect with the other and convince them to seek a peaceful resolution to this conflict. We may need to make direct contact at the core of the other, as the crew of Enterprise once did with Vija. That type of contact may succeed where I failed.
That could be difficult, Alia. But it must be done. We'll find a way.
Can't say I'm thrilled to see Lita in command of one of the most dangerous starships in existence, but these things happen on our side of the mirror.
Unfortunately so.
The Coalition could do a lot of good with a ship like that. But we'll keep up the good fight with what we have, when we can.
You're doing good work over there. It's appreciated.
Thanks. And speaking of that good work, I'll be getting back to it shortly. We'll keep an eye on what the Empire does at Pavo. When we have new intel, we'll get it your way.
Thanks for that. Good luck out there.
The situation at Pavo is cause for great concern, to be certain. Tactical planners from the Alliance are working on our next steps as we speak.
I suspect we'll need that work quickly, Commander.
Indeed. Fortunately, we have the data collected by DeSoto and the Coalition in the Mirror Universe. The path to success may lie within that.
Keep me posted, Commander. I want to be part of the next operation when it happens.
Enterprise is mine again. I expect I'll have to deal with a few would-be captains and their attempts to end me. But that comes with the center chair on a Terran ship.
So it seems.
Too bad Ilea wasn't able to talk some sense into the other. Not sure I like leaving it in the hands of the Emperor and his lackeys. Especially Kid.
We'll do what we can to stop them. Count on it. Or we'll do what we must to stop them. And
I understand the concern over me being dead. Sometimes that can be a big advantage, especially in the spy game.
agreed.
Of course, the Terrans know I'm alive now as well. That'll make work on the other side of the mirror difficult in the future. But breaking cover and rescuing you seemed like the right thing to do.
We're grateful for your assistance at Pavo.
Don't mention it. By the look of things, there's a lot of dangerous work ahead. We're gonna need all hands on deck.
Indeed. Thanks again, Commander.
Looks like things are wrapping up here. I don't think it'll be long before we meet again. And get convinced to do something outrageous and dangerous. Ready to return to your ship?
Alright, and beam up.
Security bioscan complete. Access granted.
Computer, transport object 53 Sigma to my location. Hello, old friend.
I've reviewed your report several times now, and it's still hard to believe what has happened. The Terran Emperor has summoned the Mirror Universe version of V'ger, and means to subjugate it somehow. To attempt such a thing is madness, and yet, the Emperor and his forces are out to do the impossible. What's worse, they may succeed. I've called for emergency meetings with our partners in the Alliance. We need a plan. When we have one, we'll be in touch.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Alright, and that is where I need to leave off for right now, because, yeah, that went a little bit long. Yeah, mission was kind of long, and of course, the first contact day stuff. Alright, that's where I need to leave off for right now, so do me a favor if you would. Be sure to hit that thumbs up. It helps me and my channel out quite a bit. So I'm done for right now, so thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you all next time.